Hello, you're about to watch a video of appreciation for music education and all the people who support and make it possible. You'll hear from students and teachers who firsthand have experienced the benefits music education has, and why we're all so glad to have it in our lives.
Well, when you're involved in music, you're surrounded by a group of people who are diligent with their work. So because you're surrounded by people who are overall good people, it motivates you to do better and to work harder in other aspects of your life.
Music education is really important to me because it helps us find confidence, and also there's like a trend, like a lot of the kids who do really well in school are also involved in music, whether it be band or chorus. And I've never really been a person who's very outgoing. I'm very shy, but music really helps me like feel like I belong, and like it makes school worthwhile.
Music education is important to me because unlike many other types of education, like, let's see, there's math, there's science, there's social studies, there's English, the main, I'm gonna say genres, the main classes. Music education is a much more social environment. The thing is with that is, if you join chorus or if you join band or even theater, it has to do with music, you're with the same people pretty much every year. You become friends, you become like a family.
No matter where you are in the world, there's music. I think we should all fight for it because I know I myself, without music, I would be lost.
My dad, as a musician, was given the opportunity in Cuba to actually travel the world, and once he was able to travel the world, he was able to get out of an oppressive dictatorship, and we ended up here in America. So I've always been surrounded by music, I've always had that influence, and I've always been told that music can give you opportunities you would never imagine. And I feel that I have to, just for my dad, even just for myself, and to honor my culture, I have to learn music. It's something that I just have to do. And I feel like people don't understand the opportunities that music can really give them.
Music education is important because it's the one place in school where you're allowed to be creative and where there's no 100% you're right or you're wrong. There's always room to improve, and when you improve, it just feels so good. And when you feel better, you do better in other classes. And it's just all around a great thing that relieves stress and helps you do well in other classes.
Music actually works with a different part of your brain than other subjects, so for some kids it's easier to excel in music, and that will help them feel more confident in other things that maybe used to be harder for them.
I take a lot of difficult classes, very academic classes, and music is a place where I don't have to worry about a test to study for. It's challenging, don't get me wrong, but it's something where I can exercise the creative side of me instead of the academic side of me, and I think that's really important. All students should be well-rounded, and music education is a vital part of that.
So many fabulous people in music, and you meet people who have the same exact passion as you do. And to me, that is the most beautiful thing in the world. When you can share your passion with other people and express yourself in a way that makes it so you feel free and invigorated, and everyone can know who you really are through music.
You're in band or chorus, you're working with 1 or 50 or maybe even 100 other people, all towards the same goal. Everyone has the same desire to take just time and space and make music out of it. It's really brilliant, and it's not a selfish goal. It really instills a sense of community. And I think that's something that every single person, every single student in the world really deserves to experience. That's why music education shouldn't be cut, it should be increased. And I really hope someday that future generations will be able to see the real value that music education has.
Hi, good to see you. I'm Colton Cox. I'm with the Washington Chamber Choir. I began singing in the 10th grade at Mr. Worcester in the concert choir, and immediately off the bat I found myself singing the choir songs at home, in the bathroom, in the kitchen, in the bus, in my car. And I think that's the most important thing about music, is that it becomes a part of you, a part of your lifestyle, a part of your culture. It's that the music no longer it simply exists inside of the chorus room, it exists elsewhere. And Mr. Worster personally has developed that into me, into part of my lifestyle, and I have the most gratitude.
It also teaches about goal setting and how you have to work really hard gradually to achieve your goals, both in school and outside of school.
Yeah, since I've been taking chorus, I've gained so much more confidence in myself, and it just makes me happy.
Especially the music teachers in our school, they really work with you to help you out, just make you a better person overall.
Yeah, since we've been taking this same chorus class since freshman year, we've really grown a connection with Mr. Worster, our teacher.
And with our classmates too.
So it's not even like he's a teacher, he's more of a father figure now, and all of us appreciate it. And I don't know what I would do if I didn't have music education.
I don't know what I'd do without chorus in my life.
So I tried chorus out, and I loved it. Really, it made me feel better about myself. I remember 9th and 10th grade, I was so lazy, I did not want to do anything at all. And then I joined chorus, and I just started doing a whole bunch more things, and I just started enjoying life.
As a future music educator, I'm obviously a total advocate of music education in schools, but I just want to say that music education is an exceptionally important factor in all of our lives, and it has to stay there. It has to be a perpetual thing that's expounded in our society, and it should always be protected. And this is because music education doesn't teach us things like how to read notes and how to just read a treble clef and things like that. It does teach us that, but it teaches us something more. It teaches us how to build confidence. And I think in a student's life, in any person's life, the thing that they need to get through every day is confidence. And that's how we build a better society, and that's how we build a better world.
After 23 years in public school teaching, it's obvious to me because I see what it does for kids. To the general public, they may not see it because they only see the December concert or the March or the May concerts. And they love their kids doing it, but they may not see what happens in the process from being handed the first piece of sheet music to the actual performance. The amount of learning that goes on in a child's brain operating something as complicated as a clarinet is amazing. The functions that happen between right brain and left brain cannot be understood by the student, but it's there. What we learn in music, in addition to just being able to play their favorite pop tune or a march or an excerpt from a symphony, is they have the music history involved. They have all of the acoustics that are learned, not just internally on the instrument, but playing in different size rooms. They have functions of math that may boggle the minds of even certain math teachers when you look at the divisions that some of them have to operate. The history that's involved, we relate everything that we teach, particularly transcriptions, back to the time periods. They have to understand why chamber music was written. In those time periods, it was the form of entertainment. So there's things that they can get in music that won't be equated any other place in school. Even our No Child Left Behind Acts that some people are not very happy with, it recognizes the arts as a core subject. New York State Education Department recognizes music as a core subject. If our federal and state governments see what music does for kids, then we at the local level need to reinforce that and make sure that music is always equated with every other subject taught in schools.
As Greek philosopher Plato once said, music is a moral law. It gives soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and charm and gaiety to life and everything. Band. If everybody plays all their music perfect, except they miss only one note, say one note out of 100 notes, in any other test that would be considered a 99, which is spectacular, A+. But in band, if everyone only missed one note and we have 50 players, now that's 50 mistakes. It's important that students learn how to work hard as a group, and they must be successful by being perfect as individuals.
What we do is a team concept. We have anywhere from 50 to 100 to even more. Sometimes I have 150 or 160 students all at once working together, in performing pieces of music. It requires the utmost in sensitivity to one another as students, as conductor, as singers, performers, and working together to achieve a common goal. Again, I feel that this is something that isn't common in our lives today, but a very, very valuable experience for all of us. I love seeing it happen. I love seeing students pull together and share their knowledge and their skill and their passions and create the beautiful music together. So probably if I had to pick a primo number one important reason for music education, it would be that. I see so many students year after year who just love making music, who are like sponges, eager to learn, to improve their skills and improve their knowledge about music, become more fluent in the language of music. Makes it a joy for me as a teacher to be able to work with them. Ultimately, I think it's just the importance of the artistic expression for so many of us, and I think in some cases that's something our society lacks. We're all used to instant gratification and watching media and being passive about it. Well, in music and music performance classes, we create, we make, we do, we become actively involved. And those things are very important, and they really increase skill sets that I think, whether we end up pursuing performing arts in the future or going into the business world or any other area, those skill sets are going to be important to us.
Thank you.
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 Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.